We kind of call this the house that Coach Greene built. It's the Lumpkin Center, Herbert Greene Court, and he's the one that made this dream a reality of the facility, but also the athletic department as a whole. The successes of every sport, in this department is strongly because of Coach Greene.
Just the fact that he always believed in me as a head basketball coach here at Columbus State. He brought me on as a grad assistant back in 1994, and just my relationship with him as a mentor and as a friend. He's always been there for the program and for me, and he would have been so proud of our guys to win a regular season championship. It's been 10 years since we won one, so I think those kind of things are just great for me, and just knowing that he's up in heaven thinking about Go Cougars and the way we performed the other night at Clayton State.
Coach Greene would have been front and center, yelling at the referees, cheering, and again, as soon as that game was over, he had been down, giving me a high five, congratulating me, and so it just, it all kind of came back to me right after that, just an emotional and a special moment.
And that was the first thing that he taught me, that you got to have good players, and you always got to have a system to make sure those guys can know what you're doing offensively and defensively. That's the second thing he taught me. And we still use his amoeba defense that he put in a while back when he first started coaching. And we really get our guys going early in August to showing them the slides to the amoeba and the things that you have to do in the amoeba to be effective. And then offensively, just sharing the basketball and hitting the open guy. He hated selfish guys that played the game of basketball. He wanted you to share the basketball. And I think if you see our team this year, 20 assists in the first half against Francis Mary in the quarterfinal game, we really share the basketball, and that's something that he also taught.
He just always cared about his players more so as people than he did even as a basketball player, even though he was the coach. And so he was always that father figure for them, and so I've tried to do the same things, provide our players the opportunities, let them know it's about the relationship and how much we care for them.
It's always having your team prepared and always putting a wrinkle in, a new play or a new defense to throw teams off. That's one of the things that stick in my mind, being on some of those teams that he had that won the Peach Belt Tournament, and just being ready and focused and ready to play for 3 straight nights. And he always wanted to be locked in and ready to go.
We used to joke and call this the Herbert Greene Invitational because he won the Peach Belt Tournament so many times, or at least was in the finals. One of my favorite stories, Coach Greene was playing in a tournament championship. He brought his seniors in and said, "All right, guys, I need your help coming up with the game plan and the scouting report." And he let the players have a lot of input on how they were going to go about attacking the next day in the championship game. And so those are some of the things that I remember most about him. And he just made the tournament such a fun atmosphere, and always had his players playing confident and expecting to win, not hoping to win.
Just the things that he taught me, what he believed in, the things he instilled in me as a head basketball coach, and the things that I learned from him just about life and basketball would be so meaningful to me to win a championship on this floor, the Herbert Greene floor. He's been my friend forever, and we talk about a lot of different things, and basketball was always our love. We love the game so much, so it would mean so much to me to win it this year, and knowing that he passed over the summer, and it would be tough to deal with, but at the same time I know he would be proud of me and proud of the program and the direction that we're going in.
Closed out this season undefeated at home, to be able to cut the nets down in our own facility on Herbert Greene Court. He would be smiling down on us again. He would be wanting to give us a high five and hug our neck. He'd be walking around bragging to everyone in the stands about how proud he is of Coach Norton or Coach Moore. He would be as happy as anybody and as cheerful as anybody, because he'd be emotional about it too, because we're like his children. And so to do it on his court, hopefully his family and his close friends that have always supported him and our programs will be here as well to celebrate in it on his behalf.